you feel?
You'll feel the penalty.
The penalties. Does that make sense? So a person who degrades in their condition over time will look back and they go, either I must have a desire to degrade. Because if they didn't have a desire to degrade, they would stay the same. And if they have a desire to grow, they would grow. So if they stay the same, so many of you have stayed the same as I've known you 8 years ago. So that tells me that what you think is a sincere desire, God doesn't think is one. And what you think is, degradation, God doesn't think that is either. Because otherwise you would not be in the same state as you currently are. Right? So many of you have believed up till now that degradation is when you do something and out of an unloving desire and you degrade. Well, that part of it's true. But many of you think that if you willpower yourself to do something good, that's not degradation. Well, that part's false. That's degradation. Right? So this is a problem, right? How we measure things is not based on attitude, not based on intention, but based on what the outcome is most of the time. That's how we're measuring. And God's not interested in the outcome hardly. He knows that a desire that's intentionally in harmony with love and truth will always create good outcomes. His laws guarantee it. So he knows that. So he doesn't worry about the outcome. He knows that every outcome will be good if you engage desires in harmony with love. He knows that. He's more concerned about your desire engaged in harmony with love than he is in anything else. Hence, the responsibility principle. That whole principle wouldn't exist if God had decided, your desire doesn't matter and the outcomes do. Just get it done. And can you see many of you have that concept in your life? Just get this done. Just get this done. Just get this done. Just get this done. That's not the way God would like it to be. God wants it to be, what is your intentions in getting it done? It's not the outcome that matters to God. It's your desire to live in harmony with love and truth that matters to him. He knows that will produce good outcomes in the long run. Right? So, on earth it's difficult sometimes to measure. In the first century, I had lots of what you guys would probably call arguments with my father, for example. But eventually he came around to God's way, Most of my brothers and sisters ignored divine truth for a lot of their lives, and then a fair bit of their spirit life. But they come around sooner or later. So a person who understands the power of love and truth is not impatient. We're patient. We know the outcome is always going to be good in the long run. In the long run, ooh, I want to tell you. That's the thing. You'll find out in the long run that it works, right? Yeah. Okay, now Nikki is next.
What question